$59 million in home improvement subsidies have been disbursed to 118 low-income families in Sophia by the Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority, CH&PA. This was done on Thursday afternoon at the Section C Turkine Sophia Recreational Facility. These subsidies are being distributed under the Adequate Housing and Urban Accessibility Program, AHUAP, which is funded by the Inter-American Development Bank, IDB. Minister of Housing and Water, Honorable Colin Crowell, in his address stated that the program will improve the housing conditions of citizens in these communities, increase their access to critical infrastructure, as well as enhance mobility and safety.
The Adequate Housing and Urban Accessibility Program will obviously improve the conditions of your housing for citizens in this community. And as been said before, it will increase the access to critical infrastructure, such as your enhanced mobility and, equally important, your safety.
Minister Crowell also noted that through the program, a total of $1.5 billion has been spent on the upgrades of 12 kilometers of asphalt concrete roads, concrete bridges, concrete walkways, drainage culverts, and other infrastructure works in Sophia communities. A new $51.3 million multi-purpose facility is also being built at Section C Turkine Recreational Ground.
I would like to remind you also of interventions of over $1.5 billion that have been spent in the upgrade of over 12 kilometers of asphaltic concrete roads, more than 150 drainage culverts, concrete walkways, drains, over 8 heavy-duty bridges, and the installation of over 100 solar lights within the Patterson, Turkine, and Sophia communities.
Referencing the ongoing construction of housing units in Sophia, Suzanne Rodriguez, minister within the Ministry of Housing and Water, highlighted that the overall aim of the government is to reduce stigma and discrimination attached to the area. Similar sentiments were expressed by Permanent Secretary Andre Ali, who noted that the government's modus operandi is one that is equitable and non-discriminatory. Chief Executive Officer of CH&PA, Mr. Sherwin Greaves, explained that the home improvement subsidies will be no more than $500,000 for each household selected and granted in form of building materials.
Your government has carefully considered the needs of your community, and we are confident that all of the benefits of these interventions that will be accrued to you will bring betterment for all of us as we march towards the path of a one Guyana. Of course, there are other communities that are receiving similar benefits.
The CEO said that the country currently faces a housing deficit of 4,000, which has resulted in overcrowding and reduction of quality of life. As such, the AHUAP plays an important role in the government's response for sustainable housing solutions. All beneficiaries are individuals in the vulnerable households living in structures considered not to be habitable. These are also persons who possess ownership of the said property and would have applied and pre-qualified for the program. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Alana Nadir.